Welcome to Chapter 8 of Grammar Fundamentals for the PSAT. This is Lesson 50 on verbals. A verbal is a verb form doing the work of another part of speech. We begin with the most common one, the participle. A participle is a verb form used as an adjective, and today we'll see how a single participle, or a whole phrase built around it, can describe a noun. So here's the core idea. A participle is a verb form used as an adjective. Take the smiling child. Smiling is built from the verb smile, but here it isn't the main action. It's describing the child, the way a plain adjective like happy would. So even though it looks like a verb, its real job is to modify a noun. That's a participle. Participles come in two kinds. The present participle always ends in ing, like smiling in the smiling child. The past participle usually ends in ed, like baked, but a good number end in en, like broken in the broken window. Present participles end in ing. Past participles usually end in ed or en. Both do the very same job. They describe a noun. Now stretch it out. A participial phrase is a participle plus the words that go with it, its modifiers and objects. Listen. Running down the hill, she tripped. The whole phrase is built on the participle running, and it acts as one big adjective. And who is it describing? The phrase tells us about the person, she. So the whole chunk modifies the noun, just like a single participle would. Here's the one trap. Because the phrase acts as an adjective, you have to place it right next to the noun it describes. Look at the first version. Running down the hill, her shoe fell off. That literally says the shoe was running, which is nonsense. When the phrase sits next to the wrong noun, we call it a dangling modifier. Fix it. Running down the hill, she lost her shoe. Now she is the one running, so keep the phrase beside the right noun. So here's your quick check. When you spot an ing or an ed word, ask two things. First, is it a verb form, ending in ing, ed, or en? Second, is it describing a noun rather than acting as the main verb? If the answer to both is yes, you've found a participle. And if it brings along other words, that's a participial phrase. Verb form, describing a noun. That's all it takes. Let's try a few. In this first set, find the participle, the verb form that's acting as an adjective to describe a noun. Pause and try each one before I answer. The freezing hiker put on her sweater. Look for the verb form that describes a noun. Freezing comes from the verb freeze, and here it tells us about the hiker. What kind of hiker? So the answer is freezing. The spilled paint spread across the floor. The main verb is spread, but spilled comes from the verb spill, and it's describing the paint. What kind of paint? That ed verb form acting as an adjective is the participle, so the answer is spilled. I made a running leap over the puddle. The verb in the sentence is made. Running comes from the verb run, and here it describes the leap. What kind of leap? A verb form describing a noun, so the answer is running. Now each sentence has a participial phrase. Find the noun or pronoun that the whole phrase describes. Remember, it should be the word sitting right next to the phrase. Pause and try each one. Carrying plenty of water, we set out for the summit. The phrase carrying plenty of water describes whoever was carrying it. Who was that? We were. The phrase modifies the pronoun we, so the answer is we. The tall man wearing the gray suit is a judge. The phrase wearing the gray suit tells us which man we mean. It sits right next to man, and it's describing him. So the answer is man. Surprised by the gift, grandmother began to cry. The phrase surprised by the gift describes whoever was surprised. That's grandmother, sitting right next to the phrase. So the answer is grandmother. Let's wrap up. A participle is a verb form used as an adjective. The present participle ends in ing, like the smiling child. And the past participle usually ends in ed or en, like the broken window. A participial phrase is that participle plus its modifiers, and the whole phrase still works as one adjective. Just keep it right next to the noun it describes, or you'll end up with a dangling modifier. Next time we'll meet the gerund, the ing form that acts as a noun instead. Great work!